How to know if a man is fertile before saying yes. Now listen up. I'm not saying do not say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. All those say yeses that will be standing around, say yes, and pressurizing you to say yes, when you haven't actually done your due diligence as a woman to look out for some things, they'll all go home after they say yes, say yes, say yes. And you will be the one left to come into my DM and be saying, ma, please, my man is with this. If I hear my man is in my DM again, listen up, ladies. I spoke about how to know a woman is fertile. You deserve to know if the man you're going to be spending the rest of your life with has got some fertility issues that should be dealt with before the marriage. Listen to me, not inside the marriage, before the marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but you deserve to know that part of him. I love you, I love you, I love you. When challenges begin to strike in the relationship inside the marriage, you will not be able to say I love you as firmly as you said it from the beginning. So if there is any fertility issue, a man, you should be able to spot it from the beginning, and you guys look for solutions together before you now go into the marriage. Because after the marriage, everybody's expecting in 9 months' time, we will come visit, Do you understand? So, listen and listen very carefully. There are key questions you should be asking that man before you say yes. There are key discussions you should be having with that man concerning his fertility. Now, do not think that a man will walk up to you and say, oh, hey girl, I've got erectile dysfunction. That's why I'm not married to you now. Or, hey babe, I love you so much, I can't hide this from you. I'm not able to father a child. Hello? We don't get those things these days. You need to, the violent take it by force. So you need to be looking out for some things. Otherwise, people will tag you infertile tomorrow after the marriage, not knowing that it is the man's fault. Carry your pen and paper as a lady if you're listening to me right now. And let's quickly dive into it. Number one thing you should be looking out for in a man is, what is his physical activity like? Is it the kind of a man who will wake up in the morning, do some exercise around the house, or sometimes maybe during the weekend, he will go jogging, or he can go to the stadium to play football, just keeping fit and all? Or is it a kind of man who will lie down in bed all day? Baby, I love you. Baby, I'm just here. I'm just lying down on my bed missing you. He's lying down on his bed missing you every single day until he becomes obese. Hello? Or is he a kind of man who is as slender as this hand? That is, a man is very, very slim. Oh, I love him. I love his face. I love him slim, dark, and handsome. Listen up. An average man should weigh at least 70 kg. So you have a man who is 35 and his weight is 46 kg. My dear sister, it is not being slim and handsome. No, he is underweight. And let me tell you, that can have a direct impact on his fertility level. Yes. Now, if you're a man, let's talk about the people who are overweight. Men who are overweight, we all know where the weight would be around. Your tummy and some areas in your body as a man. Being overweight impacts your hormone balance. Right? If a man is overweight, there is a hormone called testosterone. This hormone will gradually be converted into estrogen. Now, estrogen is a female sex hormone, but because the man is now becoming or looking like a woman, he's becoming too fat or obese. This is a characteristic that is peculiar to women. The body now begins to mistaking this man's system for a woman's system and begins to change his like I said, this one not be a man, no, now woman, but you're confusing the body. The hormone begin to change. I've been a woman, I can't say a man before. Sorry, it begins to convert your male hormone gradually to female hormone, from testosterone to estrogen. And let me tell you how this directly impacts on your fertility. It will reduce the overall sperm production. It reduces the libido of this man. It now generally impacts on his fertility, because if his sperm production is low, because you now have a female sex hormone, how are you not going to impregnate a woman? Being underweight will also affect your hormone. So instead of saying yes immediately, can you take out time to say, okay, well, I know we've been together for some time, but I need some time and I'll give you my response. This time you are taking is to ask some questions if you hadn't asked before, or to see how you can fix things up before saying yes. If he is underweight, there's some supplements he can be placed on. You can ensure he eats healthy. Do you understand me? So look at a man's physical, outlook. His weight, whether he's overweight or underweight. What is his activity level like? He mustn't have 6 packs, but he should be physically active. He should be exercising. Not every day is, what are you doing? I'm in bed, or I'm just here missing you. Number 2, What is his alcohol consumption level like? Now, let me tell you, men, having a big abdomen or a protruded abdomen does not mean you are rich. You hold your khaki and you're just rubbing your tummy. Big man, it is not a sign of wealth, having big tummy. So, your man is asking you, will you marry me? Say yes, say yes. But you look at him, he drinks for a living. Every single day, he's drinking 5 bottles of beer. He can't stay a day without drinking. He smokes like hell. That would directly impact on his fertility. Yes, alcohol affects fertility of a man. It doesn't have any good impact on his sperm at all. Before you know it, you're in my DM. My man's sperm is watery. Let me not hear my man again in my DM. Now I am teaching you the things you should look out for. Your man's sperm is watery. Did you not notice this before? Have you checked his alcohol consumption level? Have you had that discussion with him? Oh, baby, I love you. I would love to be with you. I would love to spend the rest of my life with you. I know you asked me to marry you, but I just have one challenge. And he'd be like, what's up? I'm not quite comfortable with your drinking habits. I think it's excessive. And I heard you talk about how excessive alcohol consumption can have an impact on sperm health. You can have this conversation. Oh, I don't want to say it in case he takes the ring back. I don't want to say it so that he will not change his mind from marrying me. Please, if you don't have that conversation, marry your man afterwards. Don't come to my DM to say, no, my man's sperm, my man's is. Do you get me? So his physical activity, what is it like? 2, his alcohol consumption and smoking habit, what is it like? Number 3, what does his penis look like physically? Oh yes, you heard me. Now listen up. The fact that you both have decided not to engage in premarital sex, okay, before the marriage, does not mean you should not see the penis with your 2 eyes. My sister, see it. See it. Gone are those days. Even if you don't want to do it, I'm not encouraging premarital sex, but I'm saying make sure you use your 2 eyes to see the penis. Because by looking at it, you can be able to spot on some physical abnormalities. Is there any abnormality? Now, I'm not talking about the size here. I'm talking about physical things like, are there obvious signs of rashes around the penis? Are there obvious signs of redness, bumps that could indicate an ongoing or long-standing sexual transmitted infection, STDs? Do you get? Have you ever been with this man and you notice he had an erection? Even though you both adults, you might decide that, oh, I don't want this. Have you noticed him having any erection at all since you started dating or not? My sister. Oh, yeah, baby, I don't want us to. My man says he doesn't want us to have sex before marriage. Oh, I have a God-fearing man. Oh, yeah. Nowadays, people hide under the cloak of Christianity. Oh, I don't premarital, baby, I love you. I just want to be with you. I'm not here for sex. I just want to marry you. No problem. But Oga, let me see. At least. Observe. There may be things to give you some clues. If he has never had any erection around you before, that's something you should ask. You should be having that discussion. Mistakenly, you're just playing, you just carry your hand. You see if there will be a bit of hardness. You understand? Because I don't want my man is not having erection. If you notice erectile dysfunction early before marriage, maybe you will treat it. Won't you take him to the hospital? Lastly, be sure to do a semen analysis with whoever is asking you to marry. Before you even say yes, please, people who should do, tell him, oh God, there are some things I need to, before I make my decision, there are things I need to find out. Do a semen analysis. I'm going to do some fertility tests as well. Not be only pregnancy test. Let's know what's going on. If there is any challenge, we can treat it before we even start the journey. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, I beg. It's Asnus ID. Facebook, Asnus ID. TikTok is Asnus ID. And I'll be serving you woto woto. Yes. Take care. God bless you.